play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the back.
Vick in trouble, and down he goes. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On 2nd and 15 now. Vick. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
He was trying to get that one out to his running back out of the backfield, but that one was read and timed perfectly, and they were able to break it up.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Dave Casper, 52 yards. And the Eagles will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Reed going to bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride, the offense, this go-around. Going to give it up the middle. Here's Dickerson. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a 1st down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Inside give to Dickerson. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. On 2nd and 9, Herbert. Herbert has it knocked free. And it's picked up by the Eagles. Look at the big man rumble. across the 20, 10, 5, and he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line.
I think what we just saw there with that fumble return is the increased emphasis on taking the ball away from another team, and no one wants just fall on in football.
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Michael Vick scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive, but at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer, and make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Herbert. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Give that sack to Kobe Dean. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. 3rd and long, it's Herbert. He's got a man, it's the tight end Casper. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. Shotgun handoff to Gibson. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack. Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage, because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. You're trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
You're looking there, the defensive back was maybe a step slower than he was when he came into the league a decade ago. I know I questioned his speed coming into the game, but when he's lost in speed, he's more than made up for it with intellect. And that's a great job of knowing how to position himself to make that interception.
They'll give it to Patterson. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. They did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Let's go now. Let's go, lady.
On 2nd and 11 now. Vick. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
19
On 3rd down, Vick. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there.
Like any team playing, they're looking for touchdowns to try and help their cause. But in this case, he does get them a little closer at least if they think a field goal turns out to be the better call here.
So on now the field goal team for Philadelphia. This will be a 37-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
This taken in at the goal line. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. The 40. He's past the 30. He will score. Touchdown. Such an electric play, so much fun to watch, and you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's teamwork to be able to put it all together, but that play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. Pulls it in at the 13. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've had a very solid first half, and as we near the end of that first half, they're just looking for a little more on top of their lead right now.
And when you put together a game plan on offense, you put together what you think is going to be the best possible scenario, right? Hey, we're going to score. These are the plays that are going to do it. But you also put together your counters, meaning after they make adjustments to what you're doing, what do we have to go to next?
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Exactly. So I can't wait to see if we come out of the half, how they're going to go about doing things. Do you just keep running what you ran before, or do you go to your counters expecting those adjustments to happen?
Before that, we'll see the end here of this first half. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. They'll throw again. Here's Vick. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Looking to throw again on second down. Herbert. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Now it's Herbert. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Second half will start with a run by Patterson. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
On 2nd and 11 now. Vick. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to.
He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Michael Vick. He finds his man, complete. It's Patterson. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. A shotgun handoff to Patterson. And he gets it down to the 32. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And that's going to leave him with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back. Vick operating on 1st down. This is brought in by Casper. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Dave Casper with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. That's caught out left side by Casper. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Look at the big man rumble. Touchdown! Dave Casper, 45 yards. And his guys are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
And a good quarterback facing zone coverage, if he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Patterson. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. So, boy, that's already the third they burned here. They are out of timeouts now before we've even hit the fourth quarter. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, a run with Patterson. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Deacon Jones. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. The offense on third down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Here's Michael Vick. Over the middle, he gets it to Patterson. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. He made his first, this from 47 yards out. I don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short, and the lead will hold at 10. Charles, all things considered, I guess that's not a critical miss at this stage, is it?
No, but still everything helps when you're trying to finish off a ball game. And you're right, not critical in terms of the scoreboard and the team, but the guy with the golden foot, he knows he's only as good as his last kick.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
From the 50, here's Herbert. Being chased out left. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, my initial thought was that maybe he was just trying to blindly throw this one away, and maybe he was. But he's going to get away with it because as he tried to throw it over the left sideline there's a receiver right there in the area, so no grounding call.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Herbert. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he has another 1st down as he'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 26. That one goes for 24 yards.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. Pulls it in at the 13. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Now Patterson to start the drive. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. They'll go again with Patterson. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there, 4th and 3.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's Jordan Berry now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a...
Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. But when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Patterson, he'll try it up the middle. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. It's a gain of 8 there, and that should be enough to seal the victory.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So it's the Eagles who get the win here, and it was Michael Vick at it again. He was the man who led the way.
Yeah, he did a little bit of everything, didn't he? He had 2 touchdown passes through the air, another one on the ground, and that defense, they really had no answer for many of their drives.